boy, we've got a lot of fun post earnings over here that we're looking for. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Happy public live day. It's going to be a fun one. I hope you guys are excited for another good day. Welcome back, everybody. Not too much craziness happening in the market this morning. I mean, we're up like, I don't know, 0.2% here on ES. Nothing too crazy. We got 15 minutes to go until the market opens. We've got a lot of potential awesome setups here at Google. We've been talking about this one. There's a lot of good ones here. We've got a lot of post earnings, Expedia, Take-Two, MNST, XYZ, RKLB. There are a lot of good ones here, ladies and gentlemen. But team, before we get into everything here and we start having some fun today, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you absolutely nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. It's a Friday. It's public live day. We have a 200 like goal on the stream. Let's see if we can do it. I think we can. So no slackers on the like button here today. Jose says, don't forget to like. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Good morning, team. Let's do our little bit of a roll call and then start getting into it over here. So we've got Hush Puppy, Gerald, Dawn, Daily, Taylor, Kimberly, Gene, David, Dr. Bob, Eddie, Rogue, Boomtown, Zermaya. We got Rycat, Kevin, Jose. Let's see who else we got in here. We got Garrett, Cassandra, BM, Gustavo, Justin, Dr. Bob. I think I said Dr. Bob a few times. Ryan, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, Craig, what's up, man? How you doing? So, nothing too crazy going on. I haven't really seen anything wild on the news feed coming through. There's really no economic data coming out today either, so it's really going to be headline driven, just like we've kind of been over the last few weeks here. We'll see. White House, Azerbaijan, and Armenia will sign peace agreement. Brazil plans 4 measures to counter U.S. tariffs. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's see what we got, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's do it. Yeah, keep smacking that like button on the way in, team. We got a 200 like goal on the stream. It'd be cool if we got to 100 before the market opens. But yeah, lots of post earnings here. All of you guys in LTMP, the private trading and investing community, know exactly what we're looking for with those. We got Google over here. We'll see what happens with T-Mobile. That's another interesting setup that was started to fire off yesterday. So we'll see if we can catch a good one on that. And then let's take a look through some of the some of your guys' favorite names here. Palantir, how's that one looking in the pre-market? Still moving up, which is absolutely nuts. This thing just does not want to slow down here, which is just crazy, honestly. I mean, this thing has been an absolute monster. So, congratulations to everybody that was in this one when I outlined it year and a half ago now, maybe more, at 15. This thing has been an epic one here. SoFi, let's see. It's interesting. I mean, again, this chart is still kind of broken here, so you can't really get a good gauge of where this thing wants to go next by the chart after all the gaps and the craziness that we saw around earnings with SoFi. But the fact that it is holding at these highs, I would say, is a very, very, very good sign here. HIMS, let's take a look at HIMS, see how this one's doing. Not great in the short term here. For HIMS, again, it can get yanked back up, but this is one that, again, if you got this one where I last outlined it at 30, there's really not much to do here. I gave you guys that other short-term trade setup right around like 53.20. That was a really good one as well if you guys were able to hit that. So again, nothing really to do there. Nio, let's take a look at Nio. How's this doing in the pre-market? Ooh, up 1%, not looking too bad. Yeah, again, Nio is really just going to be like results driven. If they're able to follow through on a lot of the promises that they've made to shareholders, they're going to get a nice re-rate in the market and probably get over 10. But if not, then it won't, and I will cut the position. So, we also have moving this morning. Novo moving here. There we go. Starting to move back up here. I think I'm going to start hitting this hard again. I'm probably over the next week, probably going to get up to 1,000 shares on Novo and then stop. That's kind of what I'm thinking there. 1,000 shares in Novo. I kind of like that. And then just leave it be. So I don't know. My average will probably be in the 50s somewhere. So somewhere in 50 grand in Novo. Something like that. Nothing crazy, but I would like that to have a position in Novo of that size. That'd be nice. But yeah, other than that, let's see what we get today, team. Let's see if we can hit some post earnings. Let's see if some of these bread and butter setups are going to start firing off for us here. Again, with that less trades, more profits methodology, like you guys have seen just the tiny paper cuts that are just going to happen in the normal course of trading. But then you guys saw that Walmart trade that I handed out this week that went over 1,100%. That is what it's all about, making sure that you're in the position to have the ability to nail those massive trades. Now, again, as you guys saw recently, there's been a lot of them. And I know, like, I show you guys those insane trades all the time. And you might be thinking, how is that even possible that I'm calling out these multi-1,000% trades just on a consistent basis? There's got to be something going on there. It really just has to do with the setup and the way that we operate in the market. Every single trade that I outlined for you guys has the ability to run multi-hundred or sometimes even multi-thousands of percent. So it's all about putting ourselves in the right position to have success here. TEM post earnings candidate. Did it report? Yeah. Those though, those can get a little funky. I typically stay away from those, especially with that chain. That's probably gonna be a little nuts. You know. So glad you got some at 45 on Novo. Yeah, that was a good one. Woo, guys, we are almost a quarter of the way there to the 200 like goal. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Keep smacking that like button on the way in. Remember, so this is public live day here. I come on for you guys at 9:15 on Fridays, but every other day I'm live for you guys publicly here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the channel if you don't want to miss these. So yields, I'm not the biggest fan of what I'm seeing here. I mean, this could just turn into a decent like bear flag, which would be fine. I want to see the 10-year break down below this like 4.186 area. That would be a good sign for markets moving forward. Yeah, SOUN, I know. It's just some of those with those big hype names, and I'd rather look at like EXPE, Take-Two, MNST, XYZ. Those are going to be the good ones, I think. He uses his magic 8-ball. I mean, you guys do call me a lizard all the time. I'm also, again, we were talking about this week. I'm the only person that you guys know on YouTube that got demonetized for calling out trades that were too good. Like when I hand out all these multi-1,000% trades to everybody all the time, what do you think I'm going to do? Not talk about them? And YouTube was like, nope, bad, not allowed. And I was like, okay, whatever. You think I need the YouTube revenue when I'm calling out 1,000% trades all the time? No. No. Deutsche Bank. Isn't that like, what's the ticker on that thing now? What's the ticker on it now? Is it DB? Oh, that thing's up. I mean, I would not be buying this thing here. It's just you're chasing that thing to the upside. You know, you're just chasing it to the upside. If you've been in it for a while, good for you, but that's not one that we would go near. KTOS and MNST post earnings move today. Well, Jonathan, I would be looking for all of them. Sometimes they don't validate. Like a lot of them don't reptilianate. Sometimes they don't validate, so you got to keep an eye out for all of them. So at market open, it's going to be a little bit hectic because we're going to be looking at EXPE, Take-Two, MNST, XYZ, RKLB. There's a lot of them. Google's looking good here too. Google's looking good. Yeah, and this is a public stream too, guys. For those of you guys asking, this is Friday's public live day. But yeah, again, you guys that still need to hop into the group, I mean, it's kind of hard to avoid just the insane results that I've been able to give out to everybody. Not even really in just like the last like 3 months here, which you guys should have all seen. But ever since we started LTMP. So remember, you can get your first month for 50% off with code August. I'll throw the link in the live chat for you guys here. But then, yeah. Prices are going to be going up in September, so if you want to lock in the lower rate, make sure you do that before, before then. Any concern with further decline of health stocks before a bounce like Novo due to Trump's policy regarding big pharma and med costs to Americans? Priced in, I would say. I think a lot of that pharma tariff stuff is priced in, and especially when you look at the Novo chart, it is reflecting those types of policies coming in the near future. It's almost like a sell the rumor, buy the news type of situation that could unfold. And then when you think, so the U.S. market is really big for Novo, but when you look at what happened yesterday, I believe it's like Novo's Wegovy sales in India doubled in July. It's like, well, India is a massive market, and personally for me, this is a longer term thesis. I do not think that human beings in general have enough self-control to be able to control what they put in their mouth. They're gonna keep getting fat. Think about what we do here on the streams and in the market, and how many times over and over again that I have to just like tell you guys don't do stupid things. Like that's just the market and money's involved. Think about something that's more like immediate, like food. Like it's just going to continue to remain a problem. And especially with the upcoming oral GLP-1s and all the other drugs that they have in the pipeline too, I really like that one over the mid to the long term. I also, the other part of the thesis is, if you read the report that I wrote up for you guys in the LTMP group, a lot of it is looking at the revenues of Novo and the significant revenue increase versus where it was trading before the big revenue increase. It's like, it is, in my opinion, very, very, very undervalued right now. I could be wrong though. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am going to be wrong over like a 5 to 10 year period. So you have alerts on all of them? Well, Jonathan, you can't have alerts on them yet. The market hasn't opened yet. So there is no alert on it yet. MP, I mean, it's there. We could look at it, but again, that's going to be one that's going to be a little bit more volatile. There's a lot of them. I usually just put my favorite ones in the pre-market plan. Like, yeah, we can look at the other ones, but like EXPE, Take-Two, MNST, and XYZ are my favorite ones. So let's see. Good point on India. Yeah, they're also getting into the Chinese market too. Like, there's a lot going on with that company. The new CEO, they're going to be more like results driven. It's like, I think the market's mispricing that right now. We talked about Baba yesterday. Baba has earnings coming up, so we're not going to be looking at that. You know, when they have earnings coming up, there's really nothing to do. So let's see. 4 minutes to go until market open, guys. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes before market open. I think we could do it. If we get halfway to the 200 like goal before market open, which we definitely have enough of you guys in here to do, that'd be pretty cool. So keep smacking that like button on the way in. Who's full boarding TTD? Not me, dude. That thing is getting murdered. Oh, so that would be a one. Remember how I was talking with you guys yesterday about the earnings strategy? Like, if you want to be a dum-dum and gamble it, there's a smart way to do it, putting math on your side. That one would have hit. But you need those massive outside moves. TEM, for post-earnings, you can do it. I know there's a lot of them, guys. Those, like Tempest and SOUN and some of those, I'm really not going to be as interested on the post-earnings. If they validate, though, here's the thing. I don't have to have them up on the screen for you guys to trade the post-earnings, right? Like, that strategy is so simple. You guys know what it is. If you like it and it validates, go for it. I just don't have enough room on the screen right now to do it, because I like EXPE, Take-Two, MNST, and XYZ the best. Just because of, like, they're more widely traded and not going to have just ridiculous option chains. You know? Take-Two will. XYZ might. EXPE will probably be good. But let's see here. Yeah, we're going to have some fun today. Yeah, and then for those of you guys hopping into LTMP, again, use code August. Make sure you're getting your first month for $1 a day. That's first things first there. But then make sure you go through the course curriculum videos this weekend. That is critical to your success. Absolutely critical. All right, ES not doing much. RZLV, you keep bringing this one up, man. I just, I'm not looking at this, you know? It's not really for me. Perfect day to start my baking channel. All right, let's have some fun today, team. We got 2 minutes to go until market open. I hope you guys are ready. Post earnings, you guys might see some magic today. You guys might see some STV lizard magic here. It's possible. We got a lot of potential post earnings here. We've got some other setups that could validate for us too. You never know. You never know when they're going to come, but I've been telling, this is like, I don't know, in the last 3 weeks, I've given you guys 4,000 percenters, and 2 of them were multi-thousand percenters. I don't know, man. I keep showing you guys the best way to make money in the market. It's up to you if you want to come have success or not. It really is at the end of the day. It is the easiest way to make money in the market, bar none. It is so simple. I want to see T-Mobile get going today. Yeah, any tickers that you guys want me to look at too after, well, at open, it's going to be hectic. I'm going to be focused on, obviously, other things, post-earnings. But then after that, we can get into some of your guys' tickers here, go over kind of some macro, things that I'm looking at, some individual names too, just kind of how the broad market looks here. I think a lot of people are too bearish on this market right now. And I think that leads way to some very interesting moves coming in, especially if you get a little snap move to the upside. Google might do it near market open. So if Google, guys, So here's the thing with Google. If Google just like rips through this level here at open, we could maybe treat it like a post earnings and trade it off of the 5-minute opening range break. But if it rips too much, we just kind of got to leave it be. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Oh, you guys are doing great on the like button today, but there are, oh, ding, ding, ding. Market open, here we go. All right, T-Mobile with a little action here. T-Mobile with some action. Ooh. First TP on T-Mobile, 247.47. That's what I'm looking for on T-Mobile. Yeah, Google just did it too. Yeah, so, all right, we got to wait on Google. All right, maybe we can trade it off the 5-minute opening range break. We'll see how aggressive that gets, but I like it. It's just, I don't like trading right off market open. The chain is weird. You could go all over the place, so I'd look for this off the 5-minute opening range break if it's not too aggressive. Let's see. All right, let's check these post earnings. This is going to be a busy market open, and then after we get through like the first 5 to 10 minutes here, then we can start going over some of your individual tickers. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for that 5-minute opening range break on Google. EXPE, okay. T-Mobile looks all right. Let's see what that wants to do. All right. Take-Two selling. MNST looks fine. XYZ. Yeah, this is why you don't buy right at market open, guys. This is right here. See? This is why you don't touch things right at market open. So I'm going to wait for a potential 5-minute opening range break because that can happen. It can still go here, but like, you got to give it a little bit. Because this thing can go all over the place. The first like 5 to 10 minutes are very strange, usually. T-Mobile is now not trading, but I'd love to see that one get a nice continued move up. Brittany, we'll talk about that in a little bit too. Keep that in mind. Again, this is market open with a lot of post earnings. We got to pay attention here. So I'll get to all the questions at some point in probably the next 15 minutes. But we have more important things to look at right here. All right, MNST, you're going to throw that alert here. What are we, 2 minutes in? All right, Take-Two's probably not going to do it. EXPE probably not as well. XYZ maybe. What else? We had RKLB was another one. Okay, that actually looks interesting. What was the other one you guys kept bringing up? Yeah, maybe we don't get post earnings, but we do have this range break here on Google that we can look for. Is win a post earnings? No, guys, does not qualify. Yeah, Take-Two we're not going to look at. XYZ probably not as well. RKLB might do it. T-Mobile looking great. T-Mobile looking really good here. Those are up 28%. That's not bad. Yeah, first TP like 247.50, right around there. All right, 2 minutes to go until we get the first 5-minute candles, and we can start hunting these ranges. Nio doing good? Nice. All right. Yeah, so I really like Google, but again, just because I like something, if it flashes right at market open like that, I'm not going to touch it. I want it to confirm the move, which is the 5-minute opening range, right? T-Mobile looking great, though. Real good so far. Was MNST one? Yeah, it's right here. So MNST actually looks like it wants to do it. That's MNST, but it's, again, not the first 5 minutes yet, so we got to still wait for that range to form. You have a minute left, or 10 seconds left. Oh, there's no bid on the chain. Fuck. They're screwing it on the chain. Yeah. You can't really touch that. There's no bid on that chain. What's that? All right, Google, that's the 5-minute opening range right there. That I'd rather hunt that, honestly. Let me see what Google wants to do. What's the market doing? Nothing. Yeah, watch 200 on Google. That's going to be a very, very key area if Google can break 200. All right, MNST has a dead chain. We can't really look at that. Trip. Did this gap enough? Yep. Did that break the top side? I mean, you guys all know that our strat, it's very simple. Yeah, just tap the top side there. Oh, you front ran Google? Yeah, that's nice. All right, now we can start talking about stuff. All right, what questions? Get a 5-minute orb alert? No, I don't really care that much about that, you know? HYDTF. All right, if this is some nonsense ticker, I'm gonna yell at you. Oh, fuck, dude. It's OTC. Are you gonna make me bash my head against the wall today? Ugh. 52 million market cap? No, sorry. No, I don't, no, stop. Just stop. None of that. No. All right, what's the market doing? Market's starting to peak a little higher here. MNST just had a dead chain. Yeah, dude. ANF, I don't know why. Like, you guys are just hunting lottery tickets with those nonsense OTC things with small market caps. I don't think that's a smart thing to do. Where's Novo, actually? That looks good. How'd you get MNST? There's no bid on the chain. Unless you got, like, the weird ones. That were close. T-Mobile is really good here. Google just flashing around. Snap? I hate Snap as a company. Ugh. That's a bad chart. Ooh. Come on, T-Mobile. You want to get a little spicy for us here? I'd love to see that. Yeah, very tight risk here on Google. I like that. ABBV looks great. Is it moving? Yeah, that looks really good. CLH, you're just calling tickers out. That's post earnings. You don't want to touch that. You don't want to touch that here. That could form a nice post earnings consolidation setup, but other than that, you don't want that. If you have options expiring the money today, best to sell early today, especially if the stock is not moving to market. Yeah, I mean, if you have auto exercise on, you might get screwed a little, but I'd just be careful with it, you know? Google screwing around here. If it hits the bottom side there, you're just done. You don't touch that. And then we leave Google alone. Market looks good here, though. Yeah, it was holding really well with the market doing what it was doing. MSOS testing the 200 again. Nice. Yeah, congrats to those of you guys who are still in that one. That's a good one. I want to see T-Mobile get a little spicy here. That was a nice, interesting move at the open. Where's Facebook? I want to see where Facebook is. Still flatlining there. All right, where's my baby? Woohoo, AMD. There we go. Yeah, Zoom call with Evan Spiegel. That's pretty cool. My tour guide actually, when I went to Peru that one time, was like buddies with the guys that created Shopify, like the founders, which might be actually Evan Spiegel, and he had like a bunch of Shopify shares his buddies gave him. How come Palantir is still going up at these levels? The market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. That's kind of it's just going, you know? It's just Palantir. Like, that's just, it is what it is. All right, did XYZ invalidate below the bottom side here? No, but that's not looking great. Google ripped back up there a little bit. I want to, obviously, the break on Google really, like the big clear sign that this thing wants to go is getting over 200. So let's see. Now, it doesn't look like any of these post earnings are really going to validate for us. So we'll see what happens from here. Where did RKLB go? Because that one actually looked interesting. Nah, I don't think that's going to do it. In Peru? Yeah, it was in Peru. Once. It's the only time I've been out of the country. All right, Google, come on. 200 would be big time. 200 would be big time. You break that, we can go have a lot of fun on this one. This is what we were hunting yesterday. I really wanted this. Again, it was a little funky at the open because we're not just going to sling it right as, like, in the first minute of the market. But I'm fine with playing around in the 5-minute range, establishing a position, and then seeing if it can go. So, looks good right now. I want to see that thing break 200. If it does, you can get really spicy, especially if this market wants to come up here, guys. Also, we are 25 likes away, team, from being halfway there to the like goal. Let's do it. Oh, and again, for those of you guys that haven't hopped into the group yet, I'm going to throw the link in the live chat here for you guys too. Make sure you guys hop in before the end of the month. Use code August to get your first month 50% off. It's literally $1 a day for you guys to hop in. You get access to all the both full-length educational curriculum videos, the daily private live streams in the morning that are at this time every single day, the pre-market plans, the full watch list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do, the macro research reports, the single stock research reports. Again, guys, I keep showing you guys, and I keep saying I'm just going to keep calling out the filthiest trades in the market. I don't know how many more times you need to see me do it. I'm just going to keep doing it. I've handed out 4 over 1,000% trades in the last 3 weeks. Just imagine you hit one of them and you were in there with us. Ooh, you're done. All right, Google hunting that 200 area. That's good. T-Mobile looking good. Ooh, community gains. What do we got in here? 400% on a Novo call. Great work. Oh my God, you're slinging freaking weeklies. Or next week. You're nuts, guys. Can we stop buying short-dated options on my mid to long-term investment ideas? Can we please? Google. All right, this is going to make an attempt here at 200. This is really the big decision point on Google. If it can push through 200 with some steam, that's going to be really, really, really big time for Google. MSOS looking good too? Yeah. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, it is. So I just kind of cut that. I just had too much capital tied up in it. And I was like, I'd rather just be able to trade other things too. But this still looks great for those of you guys still in it. All right, Google is hunting here. If it breaks, it might shoot, but you gotta kind of hold it. The 200 area. Like this is big time right here. If it can push through with some steam and wipe out a lot of these orders, like a big buyer steps up here, that'd be big time. It doesn't really look like it wants to do it right here. T-Mobile looks great though. Tesla weekly setup is good, actually, and I am interested in it. And it's not because I like Tesla. It's actually because I don't like Tesla. And I'll explain this to you guys. Tesla, if it breaks, I was going to talk with you guys about this this weekend. But if Tesla can break like 338, basically, I'd probably get some like 6-month out contracts on Tesla and try and sling it. Because even though the fundamentals on this company right now are just god awful, and you still have the culty following that's like, it's not a car company. Like the fact that it hasn't traded lower off of all the bad news is to me a bullish sign. T-Mobile new highs. Here we go. Come on. Looking good today, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Looking good today. Let's see what we can get, man. So T-Mobile ripping there. That's exactly what we want to see. My first target on this thing is 247.50. Google hunting again. Here we go. Market looks good here too. Come on, Google. Let's see what you got above 200. Death of 1,000 paper cuts. Well, the thing with the paper cuts, KP, is that like they're not big, and that's what you guys have to realize. It's like you shouldn't be. When I say paper cut, it is a paper cut. Like it's the losses are so small that it's like it doesn't matter. It's like tick tick. It's like we were talking about. It's like tick 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 tick. Boom, blast off. Google 199.99. It just hit. Yeah, that 200 area is gonna be big time. T-Mobile looking phenomenal though. Congratulations to everybody that grabbed that one too. What are those up right now actually? 33%. Not bad. There's Google. All right, let's see if it can hold and push. MSOS moving. Yeah, we were looking at that. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are still in that one. I just kind of, yeah, T-Mobile and Google here looking great. Let's see if Google can hold, though. Like, getting up to 201 on Google would be really big time. That would be a confirmed move. This is actually, okay, so those of you guys that aren't in MSOS, technically this is another entry point. Like, this is a setup right here. If you break 364, that actually is another entry point. Why don't I like Snap calls there or PayPal calls? There's MSOS. Okay, Snap. This is a giant gap down on earnings. Basically, what you're doing here is, and I've explained this to you before, ST, you're just buying it because it's down. And that's not a statistically repeatable approach to making money in the market. You're just like, oh, it's down on earnings, I'm going to buy it, Because here's the thing. This is like, we were talking about this yesterday. PayPal, let's see. That's a bear flag. This is coming down. Because this is what we were talking about yesterday. Like, you guys see me in the 1,000% trades that I hand out to everybody, like, on a weekly basis. So when you guys come into the stream sometimes and are like, hey, what about this? In my mind, what that effectively is like is you're saying, hey, SCV, this is an example here. Hey, SCV, I know you have a LaFerrari right here and you like driving it, which I don't, but this is the example. But I have this Toyota Corolla right here from 1990 with 250,000 miles here. Do you want to drive this? I'm just going to say no, right? Like, I'm just going to be like, no, why would I do that? Like, you could be like, oh, it's oversold, it's at a level, it's all this. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, I find stocks that are about to explode before they do. The system that we operate under is just going to win over the long run. So why would I ever want to do anything else? Like, seriously, if I'm going to just sit here and be able to call out 1,000% trades all the time, why would I then take a risk with my capital on, like, buying snap calls after it's down for a reason on earnings? Like, you're playing maybe a mean reversion move, but you're not going to have those outsized gains that we are going to be receiving every single day. That's why, like, when you guys come into the group too and you're like, oh, what about this? I'm like, no, there is no what about this. There is no what about this, because it's like, okay, we have the LaFerrari right here. Why would we drive the 250,000 mile Toyota Corolla, right? Why would I do that? Logically, it doesn't make sense. Because here's the thing too, like, why, and this is the other thing, and this is why everybody in the group is able to have so much more success in my group versus other groups. What is the reason for Snap moving up? Like, what's the what on the chart here? What's the actual reason that you would see a significant break to the upside there on that on this? when you're entering the trade, guys, you have to know the exact reasons why the things that we're doing work the way that they do. And then also like the exact reasons, like why you're entering, where you're going to enter, how you're going to manage the trade when you're in it, and exactly when and why you're going to exit. Those are the most important things, and nothing on the snap chart right now is telling me that this is a good risk to reward. I mean, I see what you're saying. It's like, oh, it's at these down levels here. You might get a snap back to the upside. But it really, at the end of the day, is just a gamble. It's not a setup here, you know? Opinion on Amazon? Gap fill? I mean, I wouldn't play it off of that, but you actually do have a potential setup forming in here off of the, if it can consolidate above the 10. All right, Google lost 200 there. That's not what you want to see. You want to see it break above and then hold. So that was a really nice move above, but you kind of got to confirm above like 201. Does that make sense to everybody? It's just logically like, why would I do that? Why would I even consider those things? It just, to me, doesn't make any sense when we could just sit here and just make stupid amounts of money doing the things that we do. Reaper. Does that, I hope that makes sense to everybody. And like my tunnel vision and laser focus is what is enabling people to have success. Like if I just sat here with you guys and said like, oh yeah, fine, it looks good. That doesn't help you. That actually does way more to hurt you in your performance over the long run if I said buying snap calls there is a good idea, because maybe it works or maybe it doesn't. But the fact that you don't really have, like in that specific scenario, like the exact reasons what you're looking for on the chart that you're going to see repeat over and over and over again, even if it works, it's going to give you a false sense of your ability to generate money in the market. So technically then the money that you made wasn't even really yours because you're going to give it back anyway. It's all about systems and understanding the systems that you're trading. That was bait? No, I just hope everybody's understanding these things because I try to help you guys so much. I just like, because this stuff is so simple if you just listen. Google new highs, there we go. If you just listen, the market becomes so much more simple than you could ever imagine. Ooh, I'm having a good day today. All right, Google, let's see you get to 201. Let's see T-Mobile get above 245. That'd be nice. So again, I'll throw the link in here in the live chat for those of you guys that actually want to come in, change your performance for the better. Here you guys go. Use code August. Because historically it has a 100% rebound after earning sell-off historical trends. I do understand your logic. I appreciate the feedback. Yeah, well, here's the other thing that I don't like about like, so this is it's the same argument that I have against seasonality. Because like the reason I don't like seasonality or using those types of statistics, like, oh, it's happened this many times in the past performance is not an indication of future results, especially with things like that. Because in every single situation, the variables are different. So like you're trying to like look at a different situation and compare it to a situation in the past, you know? So it doesn't actually give you the insight that you think it does. It's like unusual options activity. 88% on Google. Good. What am I up on Google? I'm somehow only up 16%, but I also have September contracts, so I'm fine with that. Imagine seeing us make money every week and not being in the group. Dude, Alfie, I know, man. I don't know how these people live with themselves. Like, I keep telling you guys, I'm just going to keep calling out the best trades in the market. Let's see what we got in community gains here. 92% on Google. Great work, guys. Great work. Yeah, so first kind of area that I would consider taking some off on Google here over the next couple of days is 202.83. Probably going to end up being somewhere at like 203.84. That would probably be where I'd actually end up going with this. But I really want to see this thing trade up to the highs. That's why I got a little bit more time on it. 88%. They probably got next week's. MP, did it validate for post earnings? No. No, that is not one that you want there. All right, let's see. I want Google looks really good. This looks epic. Alfie, like, I don't really look at it in terms of like every single week, like, or every single day. Like, the shortest time frame that I'll look at it is like in every single month. Like, you guys know that I'm up over 200% in the last 3 months. I showed you guys that. Josh, you're chasing now. Google is now not for you. Sorry. So the time that you wanted to get Google was the 5-minute opening range break. Did I get in the money, Google? I will never buy in the money contracts. Where in the course videos does it talk about me buying in the monies? Hint, hint. It doesn't. It's because I got September's, but I slung them a little bit. So, and that's the point of the market. You took a 0-day option on Google and up 60%. J-Dub, why would you do that? What is wrong with you? You guys are freaking degenerates, man. Yeah, and like that's what happens the way that we trade. It's like the vast majority of your gains are going to come from a couple of short periods in the year. It's just this one extended out, and we've just been able to go crazy. You enjoy the feedback on different perspectives, right? And it's just like ST. The problem that I see is like I operate. So if the way that you operate in the market, like the way on the Snap thing, actually made more logical sense for me to do, I would do it. The problem is I can't actually make the logical argument to say to myself that that is a smarter thing to do than what I do. So that's why I do this, right? It's as simple as that. ODTEs. No, that was one guy. I know the other guys. 92% on Google's are next week's. So again, all of you guys that are hopping in, first things first, go through the course curriculum videos. If you have questions, just ask me. That's what I'm here for. And then also, when you guys do hop in, just make sure I will never use Discord DMs ever. So if you're getting a message and it looks like me, it's not. It's not me. Market looking great here. Let's see. T-Mobile looking phenomenal. We're looking great today, folks. So Google chopping around. We'll see. It's kind of flickering at this 200 area. Google, it gets a little funky, but having fun today so far, team. I'm glad some of you guys got to see this in real time. We'll see what happens with Google. It either works or it doesn't. Every single trade that I outline has the ability to run multi-hundred and multi-thousands of %. My only job is to execute. That's it. I see the setup. I execute. Follow the plan. It's not that hard. So, 15 likes away from 100, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost halfway there to the 200 like goal on the streams. Thank you, guys. 10,000% in the Discord DM. We haven't had a 10,000%er yet this year, but I have seen you guys hit an 8,000%er. That's so if anybody wants to break the record for the LTMP group percentage gains this year, you have to beat 8,000% on a trade. Second best is 6,300%. The third best is 3,600%. And those three all happened within the last 45 days. Try to help you. Google, ripping. There we go. What am I up on these now? 17%. These aren't moving that much. I mean, I probably could have went a little bit shorter expiration, but I got some little size on it. We'll see. I got a little bit of size on it. That's wild. Yeah, I know. That's why YouTube demonetized me. Because I kept talking about in the titles 1,000% gains, and they were like, no, unrealistic. And I'm like, dude, I do this for everybody every week. The last 3 weeks, we've had 4 of them. Who can hold out the longest? You can do it with the way to do it. All right, if you guys want to know how to get beat the record, here's what you do. If you want to beat the LTMP record this year for 8,000%, the easiest way to do it is to make something free for earnings. And then the earnings hit, and then you're up a metric boatload. 80% on Google, great work. Yeah, I got September monthlies just because I want to be able to hold this. I actually probably got a little bit too much time. Okay, T-Mobile is looking for those highs. I like that. I'm having fun today, ladies and gentlemen. This is what LTMP is all about. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes it's very fun. You know? No, I don't like FSLR anymore. Especially after it tried again yesterday and then failed. So that was one and done for me. Sometimes I'll give them a couple of tries. Because sometimes they'll hit, they'll reject, and then you got to go back into them. But no, I'm not really going to go for that one. Because that one was one where it was like, well, it's had a lot of bad news with it. You have a really, really good chart setup, and they can't get it down. If it breaks out, it might be like Tesla, and it just goes. It couldn't, though. So you didn't see those buyers come in. Is that new highs on Google? Dude, Google looks freaking epic here. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome, guys. I'm going to keep doing this for everybody. T-Mobile over 245, that's really good. My first target here on T-Mobile, 247.50-ish. So another $2.50. I'm going to hold that too. That's what we're looking at there. Tesla up 3.5%. If Tesla alerts, I would actually do it. I haven't even looked at the big accounts today. What are the? I bet they're up a lot. I would assume they're up really nicely. I might be at a new all-time high here. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Google looked phenomenal as expected. No, not an all-time high yet, but still really good. Tesla break number? What is that? It's 338. I mean, that's breaking out basically right now if you looked at this trend line, but like 3 month out Tesla is something like that could be fun. So if you want it, it's there. Bouncing off the 200. I will never be a long-term shareholder of Tesla. I just don't like it, but I will trade the crap out of it. I love trading Tesla. That was where I think the biggest trade for LTMP from last year came from. It was this Tesla move right here. That was, I think, 6,000% for everybody. VZ getting close? Ooh. All right. Let's see. Google ripping. What am I up? 19%? All right. They're not getting snappy yet. I mean, I have like, the 220s for September. So I slung it a little bit. So they haven't necessarily caught up. Oh, welcome to the group, my man. Everybody in market chat, welcome our new member, Mutt, to the group. There you go, man. We're going to get you going in the right direction. Yeah, welcome to all you new people coming in. You're making the right choice there. I mean, you guys see it every day. Is Verizon actually getting close? Because T-Mobile looked pretty good, but it's fading now. Yeah, VZ is there too if you want it. It's that 43, 47 area. Where's Wally? Did Wally end up blasting? Oh my God. If you guys is anybody still holding the Walmarts? Is anybody still holding Walmart? Actually, I'm going to tweet right now because I did call out Google on Twitter. Where is it? Actually, I'll do that later. I want to put a picture on it. That's epic. Guys, help me help you, guys. Help me help you. It's not that hard. It really isn't. So if you guys are up over 100% on Google right now, which a lot of you should be, you could easily make that free. I want this sustained move. I love this. I love the look of this chart. This is one that we've been googly-eyed on all week. Yeah, what are those Walmarts up, guys? They got to be up a lot. Yeah, I don't know how many more times you guys need to see me do this. 110% on Google. Guys, it's not that hard. T-Mobile fading a little bit there, though. I don't really like that. I do have more size on Google than I do on T-Mobile, though. So my T-Mobiles are still up 24%. My Googles are up 25%. Googly-eyed, 188%. Congrats, guys. That's what we do. That's what we do. So that's 2 really, really good trades this week. Walmart, Google. There you go. Congrats. We could end the stream right now, but we're not going to. That's kind of first target there. 202.83 on Google. Actually, can I do this? Actually, I could do it on my phone. I'll do it on my phone. Guys, it's not that hard. Help me help you. Just listen. If you only listened, you could be making thousands of % with us. Let's see. I gotta find this. Pay attention or pay a premium. Let's see. Hold on. We're gonna do a tweet. Pay attention or pay a premium. I'm gonna keep sitting here doing this. This is what we do. All right, back to work. I tweeted. 400% on Walmart, great. Sammy is up 90% on his account since he joined LTMP on May 30th. That's epic. 400% on Walmart's crazy. J-Dub, you should have seen it was 1,100% for some people. 1,100%, dude. More community gains. What do we got? 100% on Google, 123% on Google. Boom. Good work. Great work, guys. All right, let me grab the link to that tweet in here, too. So, again, everybody drop some likes on this tweet. Drop a retweet. This is why they call me a lizard. Because I see the future. I don't actually, but, you know. It's pretty damn close. T-Mobile still looking all right. Yeah, I'm having fun today. Today's a good day. Today's a good day. I have a lot of really fun things planned for today, too. I have an epic weekend planned. Ooh, I'm excited. Let's see what we get. Come on, T-Mobile. Let's get spicy here. $32% on those. Only about 20% on the Googles. That's fine, though. That's fine. I like that. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Nobody's handing out trades like this, guys, for you. Nobody. It's just not happening. So all of those Googles for you guys on the shorter dated should be free. I mean, you can hold to that target, but Google confirmed the break. T-Mobile, hold on. We can get a little juicy here. Yep. Come on. Come on. HP. Ooh, Dave, I like that. Dave, if that looks like how I think it does on my chart, yeah, that's a basin breaker here. HP. 1752. I like that, Dave. I don't think Dave's in the stream, but he's in the chat. Dave handed you guys some pretty good ones. I mean, I think this one's doing really well here, too. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a failed breakout there, but that one still could be really good over the medium term. I can't believe Walmart, man. That's insanity. LTMP swing trades, 1 to 3% risk per option. There you go. Sammy is one of my favorite people because he just listens. He just listens. He came in, he understood the system, and now he's up 90% on his account since joining in May. Could have been you. XRP weekly. My daily's nasty looking. What's this? Oh, that's the monthly. Whoops. Looks good. Moves a bit strangely, yeah. Google coming down a little bit there, but that's fine. I'm fully fine with letting that thing cook up here. I probably should have gotten a little shorter dated on it, but we'll see. Market's still cruising. A lot of people are too bearish on this market right now, guys. They just are. I think they're really, really worried about this whole stagflation nonsense, and they're like, ooh, seasonality. Nope. None of that seasonality nonsense. Sorry. Sammy, congratulations. Sammy's perfect. Like, he's the ideal person that I want joining the group. He comes in, watches the videos, listens, understands, executes. That's it. It's that simple. It's great to have you in there, Sammy. So, you guys are either going to listen or you're not. I'm just going to keep making money. So is everybody else at LTMP. Let's see. Do we have any more crazy community gains? Not yet. AAII was very bearish on Wednesday. That's fine. I just, again, some of those, that's okay that it is. Like, you can see a lot of these, advancing decliners, which is bullish. I don't think it's bullish that it is, but, I don't put that much weight on that stuff, guys. I just don't. I think you have to look at everything from a holistic view. What is the reason for selling here? Because I did outline the risk that the market comes down, but where did I say it could come down to? Prior all-time highs. If it does that, great. We're going to have more setups coming in. It's not this end of the world nonsense, Facebook you're looking at? Why? Facebook is my #1 holding right now, I think so. It's still got a setup here. What's the alert? 784? That's the alert on it. So Solar, there's nothing there on Facebook for you yet, but it's coming. Google, back up. Hello. T-Mobile. Look at us. Sitting here on a Friday, printing money with the group, on a public stream. You guys are crushing the like button. Today's looking like it's going to be a fun day. If Walmart hits 105, you'll probably be up 1,000% on your 2-week options. Geiser, that's great, man. That's awesome. Where is it right now? What are you up right now on them? Because I can probably tell you. Well, I would actually, at this point, if you've already made it free, I'd actually play it up to 105.32. That's what I would look for. Google, hunting first TP. Ooh, we're cruising today. So you think it's going to hit at 784? Solar, are you in the group? Solar, are you in the group with us? You should not be long, short-dated meta contracts right now. Are you in the group? Look at this, is just perfect so far. These are the setups that and this is what I was talking about before. It's if we're gonna do this, why would I look at anything else? I wouldn't. Are BJ levels good for swings? No. You are? Okay, so Solar, what I would say to you is go back and watch the learning curriculum videos, because there's nothing about this chart right now that would signal to you to get long, especially when I've outlined for you guys that the break level is 784.87, right? So right now we're just sitting and watching Facebook, because this could actually form a setup lower and we get a lower break level. So right now, slightly struggling to understand the watch list. So Solar, the watch list is more simple to understand once you fully understand the course videos. So when you look at the setup and you see, so Google here on the setup, the alert for you guys that I had was here, right here. So when I send you guys this and you can see this right here, Google crossing 198.66, that's the entry point. That's the entry point. So when you go through the watch list and you see those areas, that's not the target. That's the entry signal, right? And then think about watching me do this every day. Am I entering before? No. I'm entering right as it hits those levels. When you hear that big ding, you're only up like 50%. That's nice. I have the 220s for September, and I'm not up that much. I'm up 18%, which is annoying, but whatever, man. That's in order. It is. But yeah, I get it. Sometimes people are going to catch on a little bit slower than others. That's fine. That's why I'm here, to ask questions. I just want to make sure like that it's not like a question that's like trying to do what, like trying to figure out what we're doing without watching the course videos, you know? Because like that's why I want to show you guys these as an example, but it doesn't mean that you guys on the outside should be trading these, because you have to understand what's in the videos and how to manage them when you're in it, the targets, how to execute them, everything. But yeah, so it's just perfect textbook breakout. Boom, up, flat, up. When people ask me, like people in my personal life, they're like, how do you get these crazy gains? And I'm like, I'm going to say a sentence to you and you're going to be like, it's that simple. And I'm like, yep. Up, flat, up. 3 words. Obviously, there's more to it, but. So let's see. Google could be hunting that target today. That'd be pretty fun if it did. It's just kind of chopping around now. T-Mobile still looks good. Again, my first target on that's going to be 247.50 basically. And then Wally over here for you guys. I mean, you're cruising. You're cruising on Wally. Up, flat, up. Yep. That's why when I say like, don't be our exit liquidity, join up. Yeah. I'm trying to help you guys. I really am. I really am. That's why it's so cheap for you guys right now and why I give you guys these discounts. But it's going to be no more Mr. Nice Guy anymore. Like, I've given you guys enough time. I've shown you guys enough of these trades. Prices are going up at the end of the month. If you guys want to hop in, lock in the lower rate, by all means, more than welcome to hop in now. But if you miss it, you're just going to keep seeing these epic trades fire off. TP1 on Google is 202.83. You can do that, or you can use 203.84. I would, for short dated, if you guys aren't free yet, 202.83. Second TP is all-time highs. So these are kind of like TP 1 and 1.5. Like you could choose either of these. And then the second one is going to be 208.77. So I'm probably going to hold to 203.84 for first TP. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Here it goes. Here it goes. Come on. What am I up on these? These should be up like 30%. Come on. 25. Damn it. Yep. So screwed that one up a little. Not really. I mean, I still like this. If this thing wants to have a sustained move, which is what this chart is looking like it could do, I mean, this could be 1,000%er for me. It could be 1,000% or two for you guys. Like, that's why I said it on Twitter. I was like, Google, this is the potential next 1,000% trade. Here you go. Boom, done. There's another one. Easy. 6 likes away from 100, guys. I don't know if we're going to hit that 200 like goal today, but it doesn't really matter. I showed you guys the gold again. I just sit here laughing, man. I'm like, it's so simple when you guys realize what we're doing. It's so simple. You're going to look at it and be like, why wasn't I doing this all along? I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. There she comes. Just saw your MSOS. What a great day. Go Google. One of the best trades I had on LTMP. And yeah, that was a good one, Kim. 1,000%. Scam. Oh, I'm going to keep scamming you guys with these epic trades. Scam. Scam. He's scamming. You guys see it in real time. MSOS moving. Yeah, I kind of wish I still held that. I just wanted... Oh, there she go. I told you guys. That area right here, 364, is another breakout level that you could go for. T-Mobile screwing around a little. I still like it, though. Come on, Goog. I want to hear a ding. I want to hear a ding. Bing. The trading view sound. That's what I want to hear. You guys having fun today? Is everybody having fun? I hope so. Yeah, close above the 200 on MSOS would be big. Oh no, Google fading. Is market fading? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Anybody with the short dated, you were easily free on that so far. So do what you gotta do. I'm holding, but you guys can, if you guys want to go risk free on it, you absolutely could have and can. Because that's a giant move on Google. Community gains, what do we got? 150% on Google. Congratulations, Jammer. Attaboy. That's what we like to see. 70% on the Octobers on MSOS. Nice. Nice. All right, what do we got here? Been a fun morning. Yes, it has. I try to help you guys. I don't know. I'm just going to keep sitting here doing this. Oh, look. Another one. Just got home from a month-long trip. Oh, Daniel, I've seen you in here, buddy. You've been very participatory. You get your participation points. What I would like you guys to participate in is the like button. I hand out the most disgusting trades in the market to you guys, and you're still under 100 likes on the stream. Crazy. Crazy. Come on, Google. I want to hear that ding. I want to hear that ding. Okay, Google. Oh, this is good. I love this. This is great. This is what we do. Sit back, relax, see what happens. We're at a nice little buffer here on the Googles. You guys most of you are free. Retweet the Google play. Yeah, man. I mean, at this point, I just don't even care. It's like, dude, you guys either see it or you don't. I mean, I've called out so many on Instagram, so many on Twitter, so many in the live streams. It's like, what else do you need from me? Seriously, what else do you want? Google fading. T-Mobile looks okay. Wally creeping up a little. You retweeted? Thanks, Dawn. I appreciate it. Not a whole lot of macro stuff going on today. I'm kind of slow on the macro front, so. Lizard. You'd like a Walmart that you don't paper hand? I did it too. I paper handed the Walmarts. I just didn't like the drama on it. You only took one next week. Goog had a bad entry, so didn't want to go big, but was going to leave room to scale in. Yeah. How are they all up so much on Google? They traded next week's. I'm not. I mean, I'm up, I don't know, 20%. I should have traded the, what do you call it? I should have traded shorter dated. But again, if this has a sustained move and it trades all the way up here, I mean, those contracts could go absolutely freaking nuts. So they traded, all right, well, Jammer traded the dailies, which was stupid. World traded the next week's, which are really good. That was at 10.05. Those have got to be up way more now. First take profit on Goog, 202.83. Yeah, I don't like the drama. So if it's going to be drama, I just cut it. You know? 8:15 and 8:22 on Google. Why are you staggering strikes? Or expiration dates? Hey, you can, but like, I don't know. I just wanted the Septembers. I like the monthlies. It is a little far away. I forgot what date we were at. It's only August 8th. 33% on Google? No, yeah, what am I? I'll look now and tell you guys what I'm up. I don't know. 21%. I probably should have traded like 3 weeks out. That's probably what I should have done. But I just, again, that chart, the way it looks, I was like, you know, if this market gets a little juice behind it, I mean, Google could really go, and I'd like to be able to catch the sustained move, make it free, ride it out, you know. But all of you guys should be able to make it, or at least close to make it free, and then if not, at first target, 202.83. Could be interesting. It's not a great candle here on ES, so watch out. This could get a little stupid back to the downside. You might come down and retest this. So my friend stopped by and she follows you and just saw where you posted your 3600 D-nut trade. Yeah, dude, that was disgusting. That D-nut trade was filthy. I had shares on both of them, the D-nut and the AEO, and there was one more, I think. Maybe not, but I liked the shares on them, so I traded shares, made out very well with them. But you guys on the options on those did ridiculous numbers. She's a follower of mine. Oh, sick. You sold MSOS and added to your MSTY. Nice. That's not bad. That's not a bad move. All right. T-Mobile trying to get up here again. That's good. That's what we want to see. Again, Google and T-Mobile is the only two things that I'm in right now. Where's Novo, actually? I want to check and see how that's doing today. Yeah, it's still 3.5% above 50. I like that. This is now at the time where I'd start slapping Novo. Once I get, over the next week, I'm going to have 1,000 shares on Novo. I actually might have gotten filled on an order this morning because I did put one in. I want to see how many shares I have of Novo right now. I might be at 800. I gotta look because I did put an order in. I want to see if it filled. She watched our Google trade this morning. Now you're gonna get her to join the group. Nice, Kim. Yeah, how many shares of Novo do I have? Yeah, I have 800 now. I have 800 shares in Novo. I want 1,000. That's what I want on Novo. So we'll get there over the next week. So I'm hitting it now. This is now I'm at an interesting spot where I'm fully willing to hit it again. T-Mobile 245, good. Google looking good. So if you guys want Novo, go for it. I just, again, this is like a 5-year, 10-year out idea. And I think this one's going to be really good. Like if Novo goes back to like, I don't know, 200 to 300, like which it can do, and I have 1,000 shares of it, I mean, then I'd have like 300 grand of Novo. Fine with me. Even if it goes back to the highs. All right, I have a $150,000 position in Novo. Okay. Cool. That'd be great. Then we've got the other big positions in AMD and Facebook. Like those could get going. If SoFi hits more, that could be good. We got Nio. If that re-rates, like we're in really good position here. I also am gonna sell some things. I've got some stuff that's just sitting around in those portfolios that I just don't want anymore. Dix is one of them. I've got like CSX I think in there. Like M&T Bank I think is in there too. Like I just don't want those anymore. I'd rather either have the capital to deploy at hedges or new ideas, you know, and take some more size on it. So 800 shares of Novo right now, not bad. I want 1,000 though. That's what I want. 1,000 shares of Novo. T-Mobile, hello. Hey, bud. Good afternoon. So that's the plan. I kind of wanted what? Bull was interesting. I might get some of that, but that one wouldn't be a big one. Like, I'm fine with like taking like 1,000 shares on Novo because it's Novo. It's got a little dividend to it. 2.5. They didn't cut the dividend, which I really liked. That was a worry of mine, that they were going to cut the dividend. If they cut the dividend, I would have freaked out a little bit. But again, I really like that over the long run. I don't like UNH as much. I don't like UPS either. UPS probably has like an 8% yield right now. Like, if you look at this, it might be 7, but I thought it was really high. Yeah, 7.6% yield. I don't like this chart though. That's not good. Plus, they lost they don't have that Amazon contract anymore. Like, I just, I'm not a big fan of this right now. You know, so we'll leave that be. Smart plan. You work for who? ST. Who do you work for? T-Mobile, nice. Yeah, just acquired U.S. Cellular. Yeah, I saw that news. That's good. The chart looks interesting. It wasn't my favorite, but it did look pretty good. So I'm fine with doing all that. Screwing around. Google looking pretty good. Market coming back up. That's good. I mean, that wasn't the best 15-minute candle there, and market's still trending up here. A lot of people are really bearish out there. I don't quite understand why. I think they're just, I get it. The tech, like, it's extended. Like, we had our little bit of a pullback here, and I think we're good for now. So, looking at the structure here on the, I don't want the weekly, I want the daily. Looking at the structure on the daily, I mean, you really got to get above this. This is a very key area to get above, 64, like 27-ish. If that happens, we'd be in business. Google looks good. T-Mobile looks good. We're in position A, guys, right now. We're looking phenomenal is what we are. Phenomenal. So, again, you guys that are hopping into the group, you guys have all weekend to go through the course curriculum videos, but it's not going to take you that long. It really isn't. So, again, I'll throw that link for you guys in the live chat here. Again, use code August, get 50% off your first month. It's $1 a day for you guys to hop in there and learn this with us. T-Mobile, new highs, that's good. Google hunting here. Look at us. What am I up on the T-Mobiles? 38%? Yeah, so like T-Mobile, my first target here is like 247.50. So if it hits there, those should be up well over 100%. They're slow moving though. I have August 22nd on that. So, and I slung these a little bit. It was a bit of a sling. Nothing crazy though. I want to back up into the zone. What I don't want to see on Novo is like the break and retest of this and then it fails. That would not be ideal. But like everything they have going, the Eli Lilly hiccup, I like it. Novo's also the only position over the last 2 years that I've given you guys that is currently sitting in the red. Actually, where's Nio? Because I owned it at 455. Where is it? Yeah, Nio's in the green. So that's the only one. I think 45% on CVS. Oh, was that? Oh, you guys took that? Yeah, there you go. That's another good one. Yeah, this is when we talked about this morning a little bit. We talked about this yesterday too. It's a good looking chart. This earnings candle though freaks me out, so I'm gonna stay away. But yeah, that's a really good move there. Google looking really good. T-Mobile looking great here. Market cruising towards the highs. I'm very excited for today too. I have a very interesting day planned. I'm gonna go to lunch. I might be able to go look at this boat. We've got tonight. It's like, so this weekend is like 3 of my buddies' birthdays, and it's also kind of a going away party for some of them. So like tonight we have like hibachi chefs like coming to their house. That's gonna be fun. And then tomorrow we have a big party. I've got some people visiting, or one person visiting. Very excited for. Going to a really nice steakhouse on Sunday night. Making money in the market. Life is good, man. $42% on T-Mobile. That's good. Maybe not anymore. I want to hear that ding on Google. First TP, 202.83. You go for government-funded GLP-1s? I think a lot of that is priced in, Daniel. I think coming into this year and what we've seen this year so far, I think a lot of that is priced in. Unless it's going to have another drastic effect to their revenues, which I don't really think it's going to. I think they're fine. Because again, look at what they're doing in India, what they're doing in China, these other big global markets. It's like they're not going anywhere, you know? Yeah, real good day today. Good way to kind of end off the week here, especially if we can continue up to some targets. Sounds like fun? Yeah, it's going to be a real good weekend. T-Mobile fading. Google looks good. Again, guys, really, really great. Great way to end the week. Very solid. Another very solid week with the LTMP group. 1,000% on Walmart. You guys got some post earnings. We got the new people crushing it. I love to see it. Position A. Where's Novo? Is Novo selling? Nah, we're good. Just kind of hanging around, watching positions go. Yeah, now it's probably gonna be a little boring for the rest of the day. Again, they could still fade, but with the way the market's looking here, it looks pretty good. We'll see. I'd love to see Google hit that area for you. Because I'm probably not going to trim here if it hits 202.83, but if it gets up somehow to 203.84 today, then I will be trimming. No matter what they're up. Because that's a big boy move. That's up like what? Like $5 from entry? That'd be pretty nasty. This actually looks dirty. If this thing goes through all of these, man, like, and just starts ripping, because T-Mobile can do it. Like, T-Mobile has done numbers before. So we'll see. We will see. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to run to the bathroom, but it's going to take like 2 seconds. All right? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry. T-Mobile looking great. Again, guys, this is why we do what we do for these types of trades right here. These types of moves. So we'll see what we get going into the end of the day, but hopefully you guys are starting to see the repeatable process and approach that we use to the market and just how well it works. Just, again, simple. Really, really nice moves across the board. We'll see if they continue. If they don't, none of these trades you let go red now. You're all at break, especially Google. Most of you guys are free on Google, though, I think. I'd love to see T-Mobile get to like 246. Start ripping a little. One thing you still need to learn is how to choose strike prices where you don't end up being able to sell because the bid disappears when invalidated because most of the paper... that's probably based on the ticker that you're trading. That's usually what it is. Usually most of them are going to have a bid unless you like really sling them like crazy. But again, the way that we do it is like it's usually a big level that kind of makes sense. So like if you were to trade like next week's or the week after on Google, like the 205s made sense from 198. 205, 208, 210, something like that. Or like the week after. I have 220s because I went to September. You see Google continue to go up for the next week? I don't know. It might not. I'm thinking about it. It really looks like it wants to, but again, it's not really up to what I think. It's like the chart is saying that this thing is breaking out and wants to get rippy. Could it absolutely rip your face off up to 208 really quickly? Yeah. Could it also fail? Sure. You don't buy it here. Again, don't chase this now. All right, here comes T-Mobile ripping. There we go. Like, yeah, it definitely can. But I don't really, again, remember, it's like I don't even care if it does or it doesn't. Like it's not up to me. It either goes or it doesn't. It's just like binary, you know? Walmart. Well, again, I'm not perfect. You guys saw me cut Walmart. But I'm going to do that every time. Like if we see drama on those names like that, I'm going to cut it. And it's fine every once in a while, and we see this happen actually we see it happen a decent amount where like I'll cut something, it ends up ripping, you guys hold and make 1,000%, and I'm sitting here like dang. But the thing is like you guys don't see me get upset about that because I'm keeping myself safe. More often than not, if I held something like that and the chart wasn't really looking great and then I let the loss get worse, I would be more upset if I did that than if I missed out on Walmart, you know? Because I know for a fact that we're going to get these other epic setups like T-Mobile, like Google, like all of these other ones coming in that if they're going to go and they're going to look good, they're going to move the way that we want them to, you know? 51% on the T-Mobiles right now. Those are looking good. Because again, remember, we've talked about the way that I size things, and it's a little bit more aggressive. But the reason why I'm able to size it that way is because I know I'm going to cut things like that. Like, I'll just cut it. And because when I do this, it's like, okay, the losses are going to be between maybe 10 and 25%. 30 maybe at the most. If I get a really bad entry and I'm letting it screw around. But every trade that I hit is going to be 150, 200, 500, 800, 1,000%. You know? So that's why I size the way that I do. For most everybody, it just makes sense to, that's why I teach it the way that I do. It's just size for 0. You know? And I know a lot of you guys trade a little bit more aggressively too. It's just I'm comfortable with the way that I size it because you also have to know like I won't trade weeklies because no matter what sizing I have on them, whether it's literally the most size for 0 trade ever or if it's like a full port, I don't like trading weeklies. I have the let's see. I have the 250s for August 22nd. That's what I've got on T-Mobile. It's healthy paranoia. Yeah, I just like and that's how you guys can see me. Like when I show you guys me being up like 200% on my account in like 3 months, that's why. Because if I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive with the sizing, but I'm still going to limit the losses are going to be the same size as if I traded with size for 0, but the gains are bigger. That's what I'm doing. It's risky though. Like it is more risky. So I have to watch things very closely. And that's one of the reasons why you guys see me not trade when I'm not at my desk. Because I have to watch stuff. Like, yeah, I can size stuff for 0 and let them go and do that stuff. I'm more comfortable with doing it the way that I do it, you know? I don't like weeklies. Weeklies freak me out. Yeah, having a really good day today though. eBay is setting up for next week. Nice little post-earnings consolidation setup there. Come on, Goog. I want to hear that ding. I want to hear that ding. 202.83. That's what I want to hear on you, Google. Market, again, not a great candle here. Might get a little funky. We'll see. I love how T-Mobile looks. T-Mobile is not necessarily an A+ setup. Google is more of an A+ setup than T-Mobile is. Like, kind of. You had a little bit of nonsense in here. What's a good example of an A+ setup that we saw recently? Walmart, maybe? Nah, not really. We had one. There was one this week where I told you guys, I was like, if you guys want to look at what an A+ setup looks like, I'll show you. Well, I mean, I can just pull one up. USC JPY last year when I gave you guys this one, it's circled on this is A+. That's A+ right here. That's the definition of an A+ setup. So, come on, there we go. Apple, no setup. There's no setup. It's just moving up. No setup. I try to help you guys. I'm showing you guys the way. I show you guys this every single day. The sooner that you adopt the LTMP methodology that I teach, the sooner you're going to be able to just completely change the way that you view the market and also your performance. So, again, it's $1 a day for your first month with code August, guys. At least come in and just learn it. You can leave after. You can just leave. But you should learn this stuff. And it should be the main thing that you focus on every single day in the market because it's just... because of just how nasty it is. Like, you guys are seeing this every day. 4 multi-1,000%, well, not multi, 4,000% trades in the last 3 weeks. 2 of them were multi-1,000%, 3,600 and 6,300%. I'm mind-boggled most of the time that more people don't do this in the market and they just decide to do other things. I'm like, I don't know why you guys decide to do that, you know? On open, we can take a look at open. Garbage. Maybe when it gets back down to the 200 EMA, I'd look at something on that, but no. Is market selling here? Yeah, a little bit. Let's see if the buyers take this one back up here because you had 2 pretty nasty candles here that I don't like on the 15-minute on ES, but they were able to push it higher. It is starting to sneak towards this area, which technically you could label this as a volatility zone here like this. Ooh, yep, uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. That's uh-oh. I was just looking at that. I was like, oh, shoot. If you break day high, you're probably all right. On ES here, you got to break it, though. These volatility zones, you guys have seen what happens with these before. We don't talk about them very often, but this is one. You have one right here. The buyers got to take this higher. So, YOLOing TTD? No. So, and again, you guys have any questions on anything? I'm going to be around for a little while longer today. Just ask. That's what I'm here for. I know I can be a little bit of a sarcastic asshole sometimes, but it's because I'm trying to help you. Tesla Weekly looks epic. Oh, fuck. Shit. I knew this was coming. I want to see if Google and T-Mobile can hold. Damn it. I really don't want the volatility zones to strike again here. I really don't. I want this thing to go back up because then we can hit Google. Oh, man. I think they might do it on this volatility zone here. You can come down to here and you're still fine. 6,400 retest. If you lose that though, you're probably coming down here. So Google's holding right now, which is good. So is T-Mobile, so we're fine. But if they nuke this today, that's gonna be annoying. If they create another big wick on the ES chart, I'm gonna be disappointed. Google's still holding fine. So is T-Mobile. So we're good on that front for now. Google held really well yesterday. I don't want them to run a giant kill sequence on this off of the volatility zone. They do that sometimes though. Like these zones are nasty. So if you want to learn how to draw the zones, I didn't put this one on the chart today just because I just wasn't looking for them. But you guys have seen some of these zones play out like you've never seen anything before. It's like calling tops and bottoms in the market. Usually they're bearish volatility zones. Yep, there it goes. Oh, man. We'll see. I'd love to be wrong on the volatility zone. And they just take it higher, you know? I'd love to be wrong. But it does this candle, rejecting off the zone. That's not looking too hot. Just saying. We're going into Euro close, too. In about 40 minutes. DraftKings? I can take a look at that. No, I don't like that. Again, it's just kind of like grinding here, and then now it's just all over the place. You don't want anything to do with that. It looks like they want to smack it here. We'll see. Yeah, it's not good. So watch it at 6,400. You might get a bounce there. But this is probably the area that, 63.89, 63.90. Sometimes I hate being right. You know. Mainly when I have longs. And then I look at this and I'm like, no. There goes Google down a little. T-Mobile's holding. We'll see. I mean, I don't know if they're going to run a kill sequence on this thing again that aggressively, but if they wanted to do it, they could today. So just outlining the risk there of where we are. If you break to the upside of it, you're fine. Your market can easily... If you break to the upside of this, you honestly probably get up to 64.27 today. Community gains, let's see what we got. Tessie breakout. Ho-ho! There you go, Tina. Yeah, Tessie hasn't qualified for me yet, but I am looking for it. I am looking for it there. Yeah, they're wicking it. That's good. I like that. Wick it back into the zone. If you get two of these, like if you on this 15-minute candle, the next 5 minutes, it's like an inverted hammer. Or that's an inverted hammer, kind of. But like if you invert this candle, that'd be like, all right, decision time. You trim Google for 30%. That's not bad. I mean, that's not really what I'm looking for ever, but if that's what you want to do. We haven't even really hit the first target yet, 202.83, 203.84. One of the things that I think I've gotten a lot better at over the years is just holding till target. You just hold them. And there it goes. So like the earliest point that I would even consider taking profits on Google is like 202. What is it? 202.86. But I think it's like 203.85 is where I'm looking at it. What is this one? 203.84. Yeah, that's my first area on Google. Size smaller and hold longer. Yep. That's the point of the sizing that I teach you guys, so that you can hold longer. Because you need those outsized gains. Now, what you also can do, and this is something that I used to do a lot more, is just like make it free at like 120 or 150% and then hold to targets, which you can do. Because then it makes it a little bit easier because you know that you're risk-free on the position, so you can't lose money even if the trade were to go to zero. But I like holding the full positions to targets now. That's something that I've been trying to work on. Which is, I would say, one of the reasons too why I've been able to go up so much and have such crazy performance over the last 3 months, because I'm holding these full positions to target. So you did kind of get that 6,400 retest there. Let's see what it wants to do now. How am I looking now across the board? Still great today. Still great. Google losing it there. Let's see. Like the other thing too, poor man, is that like if you trim it 30% on Google and you move a stop to break even, you're still not accounting for a gap. That's why you almost have to hold fully to targets, because if you get gapped, then you can still be in the red, you know? Like I'd rather just hold the whole thing. And it's a winner. Like, why would I want to trim a winner too early, you know? So, again, we are seeing this volatility zone play out here, especially off of these wicks. So, let's see what the buyers are able to do. T-Mobile's still looking great. Google, I mean, that's still in position A right here. This could easily get going, but really, really great start so far. A lot of you guys are risk-free on this. That's great. I'm just going to continue holding it. It's going to do what it's going to do. If it fit, I won't let the trade go red. That would be stupid, but we're going to see what happens on this thing. I don't want to see a giant wick forming on the daily. Yesterday it held very well. You've got a nice breakout today. The market's selling off here, and it's still holding relatively well. We'll see. T-Mobile, though, looking phenomenal. There it goes. Damn, man. I hate being right. I hate being right. Look at that. Look at that. There's that 6,400 that we were calling from the volatility zone. So, like, again, there's two ways to trade it. And this is actually from the video. When you guys watched the... it's the last video in the day trading mastery course. This is actually a textbook one. You wait for the rejection candle, and you'd have a trade like this. Yeah, there it goes. So that would be your entry in the open of this. Your stop would go right above, and then you'd probably be targeting this. 1 to 3. That's pretty good. Google actually holding really well here. I'm a big fan of that. I like that. Now, again, if the market keeps holding down here or keeps bleeding like this, it will probably give back some of the gains, but we'll see. So, oh no, STV was right again. How did that happen? Magic. It's magic. Google back to 202. So yeah, if this market wicks hard, Google might shoot, but we'll see. Everything's looking good though. Like T-Mobile's holding, Google's holding. That's good. Nio looks good, 477. Tessie, I actually think is getting relatively close to that area on the weekly that I like. Yeah, 338. Google, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Come on, Google. Come on, Google. Lizard. That's me. I'm the lizard. I'm the lizard person. Sorry, I did it again. All All right, guys. We've had a very fun day. We've had a very fun week. It is 11. I've got some stuff I got to do. Here is the link, though, one last time in the live chat for you guys. It's also pinned to the top, and it's also in the description as well. For those of you guys that still need to hop into the LTMP group, again, I try to show you guys this stuff every single day, every single week. Again, that's 4 trades in the last 3 weeks that have run over 1,000%. All of you can do this too. Whether you're working, all of you have the ability to do this. So again, use code August. It gets you your first month 50% off. If you're interested, make sure you join before August is over, because the prices are going to be going up in September. So if you join in August, it'll lock in the lower rate. You won't have the price ever raised on you. So, unless you leave. Then if you come back, you'll have to pay the higher price. But Google's looking really good here. I think that's new highs. Yeah, Google actually might do it for us here in a second. So that'd be awesome. Great work, guys. Again, this is just another testament to what we do here. Hopefully you guys are finding value from these streams and understanding that there are very simple and effective ways to operate in the market without all of this gambling nonsense that everybody else likes to do. So have a great weekend, everybody. Probably no video this weekend, but you guys are going to get the watch list on Sunday for next week. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys.